Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I was like, let me do a video instead of doing an actual live because, you know, my videos and my lives, my videos are longer than my lives. So I was like, let me do a video instead. But first and foremost, let me say good morning to everyone who I don't personally know, but I know via cyber Facebook, okay? It seems like I got more friends on cyber Facebook and social media than I do in real life. And the irony about this is like a lot of them, I know them. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know what it is with technology, but people just feel better communicating with you on social media than to actually pick up the phone and call you. I don't know. Maybe they don't have your number. I don't know. But today's topic is Takeover Tuesday, okay? And the reason why I say Takeover Tuesday, I'm especially talking for people who are in the workplace type of environment, okay? There's a lot of people who are, you know, I run through who always trying to tell me, you know, Danielle, I'm just so sick and tired of the 9 to 5. I don't want to work no more. I want to get out of that kind of rut, you know, but I don't know where to start, okay? I don't know, you know, basically how to dive in, because I'm always saying to people, just go ahead and dive in, okay, and just find your way through. Because the problem is that who really has the time to sit here and try to figure out what's your next move? Sometimes things just happen to just fall on your lap, okay? And sometimes if you're wondering or you're thinking too much about your next move, you might not ever do it, okay? Clearly, I am a part of the 9 to 5 routine every single day. And every single day, I'm looking for my way out, okay? In other words, there was a meme that says, you know, they pay you $17 an hour, according to the meme. They pay you $17 an hour in order for you to forget your dreams. Now, to me, that was a powerful meme, because truth be told, that is true. And you don't even know what's happening because you're so focused on working your 9 to 5 because you got bills to pay. You know, we're only human. That you're not realizing what's happening here. So my advice to you is if you're working a 9 to 5, you know, to make that $17 an hour, at the same time, please be focused on your dreams too. Especially for those of you guys who are in cubicles or office spaces. Listen, you could be working on those accounts. You could be working on whatever project you're working on and still have time to be focusing on your dreams, okay, your goals. You could still take out a piece of paper and name at least 5 goals, at least 5 that you would want to accomplish before the end of the year, okay? We only have 2 months left before this year is up. So in 2 months, that business that you wanted to have, okay, even if you don't know how you're going to get it all together, at least register your business. At least come up with a name. At least come up with an objective. At least know what exactly it is that you're trying to do, you know, with this business, okay? At least pay for that much, okay? Also, for those of us who are trying to do business, the easiest way, I should say the cheapest way to go, I know a lot of people want to do the business and they want to do it in the state of Florida, but going through my own mentor, what I've learned is that the cheapest places to do a business as far as registering it is actually in Delaware. And you might ask why, and it's because the taxes over there are cheaper than in the state of Florida, okay? So that's just a little FYI tip, you know, for those of us who are trying to be entrepreneurs and get out there. All right, so that's Takeover Tuesday. Get out of the mindset of working for people and get in the mindset of working for yourself. There's no greater feeling in the world than to work for yourself, okay? There's no greater feeling in the world than to make your own moves. And just because you work for yourself don't mean that you don't have responsibilities. If of anything, you have a lot of responsibilities now, more so than you do before. Okay? So that's something to think about. Give me a minute, guys. I don't want to crash. Give me a minute. These parking spaces be so damn tight. All right, I'm back. Another thing I want to talk about. Give me a minute. Another thing I want to talk about is this. Professionalism. All right. There is a lot of people, okay, who don't really know how to be professional. Okay, and if you don't know how to be professional, sometimes it's okay to take a professional class. Sometimes it's okay to take advice from people who are already in the business. Okay, not all advice is good advice, but sometimes it's better to do that than to actually think that you're professional and you're really not. Okay, and what do I mean when I say that? All right, and not to pick on the salons, because this may not necessarily apply to you. But as a client, I'm going to speak on it from a client's perspective, okay? So what it is that when you go to a salon, first and foremost, let me just throw this out there. For those of you who work in the customer service sector, what does that mean? For anybody who service clients, okay? Whether you give food, whether you're on the phone trying to sell a product or your brand, okay? Whether you do hair or nails, feet, eyebrows, eyelashes, whatever it may be, whatever your brand is, okay, you are in the customer service sector, okay. Your clients is basically what put food in your mouth, okay. Let's just call it what it is. And oftentimes people don't know, and I see this so much when you go into salons, okay. People don't know who you really are, okay. They don't know who you really are, okay. Case in point, a person like me. I walk into a salon, you don't know who I really am. And you don't know who I know. Okay? The problem that's happening here is that a lot of places that you go into, it is so unprofessional. Okay? Especially in the African American community. Okay? I know a lot of people gonna get in their feelings when I say this, but please try to understand the message before you start to criticize. Okay? In the African American community, for whatever reason or another, why is it that by the time I get to the salon door, okay, there's so much loud talking going on that I can't even really understand, is it you're talking loud to be talking loud? Or are you having an argument? Are y'all fighting? Like, why is everybody so loud in the salon? I just don't understand. Like, everyone is so loud that the pitch is higher than what it normally is. Okay? And I mean, your client is sitting right here. So I don't understand why is everybody loud. And it's almost like a multitude of different conversations is going on. And, you know, other people are chiming into this conversation or what have you. To me, that is so unprofessional. Okay? If you walk into a salon and no one don't greet you, that is so unprofessional. They don't even have to know your full name. Personalizing it is nice, but they don't even have to know your full name. It could be something as simple as, good morning, ma'am. How can I help you? But when you walk into a salon and everybody just talking, and then you happen to walk in and then everybody just get quiet. And then you'll have this, the first one is usually the first one who's usually in the first seat. Okay, the stylist who's usually in the first section will say, you know, how can I help you? Or who you here to see? Okay, because some salons, they don't have a receptionist area. So it's whatever stylist that's on the floor, they'll be like, who you here to see? If they see that you're looking, you know, with a bunch of question marks, like you don't know where you're going, okay? Another thing that's so unprofessional, matter of fact, before you even get to the salon, all right, if you have a particular stylist, you know, that's supposed to be taking care of you, you know, honestly, stylists too, it would work if you guys would literally, you know what she's coming in as. You know she got red hair, okay? And granted, there could be a bunch of them that have red hair, but they don't have red hair like mine's, okay? And you know you got a client that's supposed to be there at 10 o'clock. The least you could do when she walks in is be able to identify her, okay? Be able to say, okay, that's my client. She did say she has red hair, you know. And then as a client too, be able to give your stylist a description of you. So therefore, you're not just sitting there not knowing what chair to go into, because you never met this stylist before. So you won't know who exactly to go to. Okay. Another thing, when it's early in the morning, not everybody is morning people. Okay. So therefore, for those of us with hygiene, please understand, it's okay to pop that mint. And I'm not trying to be funny. It's okay to pop that mint. It's okay to have some gum in your mouth. You know, it's early. Okay, so the mouth is yarly. All right, it's okay to, you know, before you even approach your client, it is okay to smell good and not like you just rolled out of bed. Okay, and you still have, you know, things on your face. Okay, or you just came out from the club and now you're starting to work. All right, get yourself in order. Okay, because how you look says a lot about what you're going to do to my hair. Okay, and I believe that. How you look determines your work. People don't really like to say that, but it's the truth. How you present yourself says a lot to your client. Okay? Another thing. When we get into your chair, sweetheart, first of all, we want you there on time, okay? We don't need 5 or 6 clients in front of us and our appointment is at 10 o'clock and you tell us, I'm going to be with you right in 1 minute. I'm going to be with you in 5 minutes. We're not trying to hear that. Our appointment time is at 10. We expect you to start us at 10. Matter of fact, I expect to be in your chair at 9:59, okay, for you to start the process. I don't expect for you to tell me, hold on, I just got to deal with this client. No. The client time was prior to 10 o'clock. My time is now. Okay, so respecting someone's time is very, very important on the client end. Okay, just like you as a stylist would want us to respect your time as well. Another thing, when we get into your seat, and I know the stylists don't really do this, but I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. I don't need to know your whole life story, but hair related, I would like to know who you are. Okay. How long you been in the business? You know, we could do this small talk because I'm trying to get a feel of you and clearly you're trying to get a feel of me. Or maybe not. But you should, because you never know who I know. You see what I'm saying? And you never know who I can bring to your business. You see, that's the thing with people that people seem not to understand. While you getting slick at the mouth, you never know who knows who and what they could bring to your business. You never know. Okay, so be mindful of how you talk to people and how you act towards them. Because you never know, they can either help you or they can either hurt your business. Okay, you see them little surveys that they be giving out at these restaurants and certain locations, and they think people don't feel. Yes, they do. You see these people that just be coming into your place of business and you're like, how did you know about my business? Who referred you? Or better yet, the elite clients who you don't know how or who said what, but somebody put in a good word. My thing to you is you never know who's talking on your behalf. So therefore, treat everybody accordingly. Okay? So when I go into certain businesses, a lot of the remarks I get is, girl, I like your hair, girl, you bold, girl. And then some of the remarks you get is not so much verbal, but it's more so of the facial expression. And one thing about African American, boy, we don't need to say much words. Our facial expression, especially women, do it enough. That alone is enough. You my sister, so there's no reason why should I look down on you. You my sister, so there's no reason why should I be hating on you. Like none whatsoever. Obviously, we both in the same salon. You have a particular stylist. I have a stylist that I prefer. Okay? And at the same time, our stylists are doing 2 different things. Okay, you may be going in there for a bob. I may be going in there for a long look. At the end of the day, we're still sisters. Okay, but back to the professionalism. So that's another thing. Small talk is good. Get to know your client. Get to know what she do or what he do or what's going on with them, where they work, things like that. What's their job, stuff like that. Because you never know. You never know how that could benefit you. Okay? A lot of clients don't like extra people at their place of business. And that's fine. That's your place. You're entitled to say that. But don't tell a client they can't have extra people at your place of business. But then you have another client who have extra people at their place, at your place, okay? So if you're going to be fair across the border. Not because you have clients who've been coming constantly or long-time clients so they get more privileges over the ones who just started. Like, no, if you tell me no kids are allowed and I see other kids there and they ain't getting their hair done, it kind of raises questions to me like, oh, so you can have some there but not all. And that's not fair. Regardless if you're the owner or not. That's not fair, okay? Another thing, a lot of fire marshal hazards I be seeing when I go to these salons. Why the hell is there so many plugs and so many cords everywhere? These are fire marshal hazard. You can have a client get up and she may just be clumsy Jane and she may just clip over or trip over one of the cords. And that just may equal a lawsuit. Okay? So there's a lot of things just be mindful about. Especially when you have a business. Especially when you have a hair salon. Okay? A lot of things. And for those stylists who say, you know, they don't want kids in there, I agree with you. If the child is not getting their hair done, they shouldn't be in there. Okay, you got from grease to hot irons to hot combs to all sorts of hot products in there. I totally agree with you. They shouldn't be kids in there unless they're getting their hair done. And if you're one of the fortunate stylists or owners, okay, it's also good to have maybe a kids section where it's strictly just kids, where therefore the kids are separated from the adults. So therefore, you know, on that end, it's nothing but kids friendly. It's nothing but kids friendly items, okay? It's none of these hot curlers and all these wires and shit. Another fire marshal hazard, okay? A lawsuit just waiting to happen, all right? This stuff about kids sitting on their mom's lap while the mom is getting their hair done. No, no, no. I see all in that. I see DCF, police, and fire marshal, all in that, okay? Don't do it. If you don't have some place to leave your kids to do your hair, then baby, you just can't get your hair done. And some of these stylists are getting real clever to the point that they're actually becoming mobile. Where they're actually seeing, well, I could get more money if I go to her house. She gonna pay me for the transport. And at the same time, she gonna pay me to do her hair. And she might just even tip me for, you know, because she's so happy that she got her hair done. So she really like it. So she might just tip me. You never know. Okay, there's multiple facets as far as making money when it comes in the salons, okay? So there's just a little things that I've been noticing, okay? Just because you don't know the client that you're servicing, okay? And I'm saying this in the sense of being a first-time client. Just because you don't know that person, don't think for a second, okay, that this person is not meaningful, that this person is not powerful, that this person don't know nobody, because you never know who they know. Okay, I'm sitting in your chair. I'm looking at your floors. I'm looking at the way you're talking to people. I'm looking at your windows. I'm looking even how the bathroom is being serviced. Okay, and granted, you can't control everybody. Everybody wasn't raised with homeschool training. I get that, but there shouldn't be no reason why you should be going to a bathroom in a hair salon. Okay. And there's pads, all right, Kotex, whatever you want to call it, in the trash. Not wrapped up, not covered, not nothing.